I think we had an excellent program by the students of the girls Gopalpuram campus. They had two bhajans, one in Tamil, one in Hindi, and then they had a wonderful skit on. Am I audible? Is it better now? Okay, sorry. So they had a wonderful two bhajans, one in English, one in Tamil, one in Hindi, followed by a wonderful skit. I'd first like to congratulate their acharyas who are here today. I'll just request the acharyas to once stand and give them a round of applause for the wonderful preparation. Thank you. Please be seated for the wonderful preparation that they, help the children with. Right? So today, you would agree that human beings, when they are born, do they really know anything? The answer is no. We cannot learn by ourselves anything. Our base knowledge is absolutely zero. We then learn from whom? We learn from our teachers. Where do teachers learn from? Their teachers. Where do they learn from? Their teachers. Where does it stop? So, where does it stop? So, who is that teacher of teacher of teacher of teacher of teacher? Right? So, that teacher of teacher of teacher of teacher has to be the Almighty. And Almighty gave that knowledge to us in the form of the Vedas. Right? The four Vedas, that entire knowledge is four Vedas. It came to us through the four rishis, but the rishis clearly wrote that this is not a knowledge that we have produced ourselves. It is impossible. This kind of a knowledge on the Vedas, there are about 20,000 odd mantras in the Vedas, and then the Upavedas, there are various, it's a huge body of knowledge. For example, even Ayurveda, right, is a body of knowledge on human science, on human body. Right, so there's a huge body of knowledge. It is not only about spirituality or only about worship to God. It is far more deeper. There's also concept Vedic mathematics, yes or no? Right, so Vedas has different sources of knowledge, and this entire base knowledge was given to us by the Almighty, and then we develop from it. So today also you learn the base of mathematics, and then you may start deriving formulas. Then you may build on it further. That's something which we human beings have the capability of doing so. That's the special intellect that we human beings are bestowed with. Now coming back to the skit. So the skit was prepared, I guess, on the eve of Deepavali, by the time the children could not perform over here. So they spoke about Swami Dayananda Saraswati and what his major contribution was. So overall, if you think about it, he was born to a typical Brahmin family, and his father was a big devotee of Lord Shiva, and Swami Dayananda Saraswati had a strong urge to understand the true form of spirituality, right? And he had this huge doubt that is only looking at and worshipping an idol alone the true form of worship, or is there something far more deeper than that? And that's where he had a spiritual journey, and he realized that there is something just far more deeper. And this is a very base level. There is God everywhere. So there is God in idol as well. There is God everywhere, right? But there is something which is the spiritual experience is far more deeper. And Swami Dayananda Saraswati had his guru Swami Virajanand Saraswati, who was a blind scholar. You can also see the two pics over here, right? And Swami Dayananda Saraswati had an intense learning from Swami Virajananda, and he overall realized that the true form of your everyday worship is the Panja Maha Yajna. Right? The Panja Maha Yajna, Pancha means what? Pancha means 5, right? Maha means great. Yajna means your daily duties. Yajna does not mean only the Agnihotra that you perform. Many times we have that wrong notion that Yajna, Havan means only this particular aspect that we performed in the morning today. The Pancha Yajna has a much wider definition. The definition relates to our everyday duties. The Yajna, if I was to translate this into English, it would be our everyday duties. And those 5 duties are Brahma Yajna, Deva Yajna, Pitra Yajna, Atiti Yajna, and the Baliveshwa Deva Yajna. What does Brahma Yajna mean? Meditation. You all did 10 minutes of meditation. Is it easy or tough? It's easy or tough? Very tough, isn't it? It's a very tough process. How many of you really opened your eyes? Many of you must have opened, isn't it? Right? Was your mind really able to concentrate on what was being said? No, it was wandering. It's a very difficult process. Right? Today, going to any particular place, any place, a holy place, is relatively easy. Yes or no? You get up, get ready, have your bath, right? Go there, come back. It's an external process. It is relatively simpler. But the same half an hour, if I tell you, you sit down and close your eyes and meditate, very difficult. Right? But remember one thing, only when you tread the difficult path, only then you really have that special spiritual experiences. And over a period of time, it is not difficult. Initially, it definitely seems very difficult. Right? But the Swami Dayananda Saraswati, when he learned the Vedas, he studied the Vedas, he said that Vedas really talk about the Panja Maha Yajna. The first yajna is the Brahma Yajna. At least for 10 minutes, close your eyes and sit down. It's all right. Even if your mind wanders away, right, it is still much better than not doing it. World over today, people talk about meditation. Everyone talks about it. Yes or no? Right? They say meditation helps you calm down. Multiple benefits of meditation. So you may want to think about it. The second is the Deva Yajna, which is about maintaining a balance in the environment. All this ghee, herbs, etc. that you offer in this fire, what happens? Does matter get destroyed? No, right? Matter never gets created and it is not destroyed. It only changes form, right? So when you offer this ghee and this herbs, etc., it only changes form and it once again circulates back in the atmosphere. Our rishis today, climate change is one of the biggest concerns in this world. Our rishis knew as to what is the answer for this. It is the Deva Yajna, if done properly. The third is your Pitra Yajna, which is respecting your parents, your elders, your grandparents. The skit started with the opening scene was, the child talks about, what was the opening scene? I miss my grandparents, right? Today, as we get more and more nuclear, today adjustment in families is becoming more and more difficult, right? So it's about Pitra Yajna, when they are alive, not after they are no more. Today, what do we do in one of the particular months in the year? We look at Shrad, right? The Vedas say Shrad comes from the word Shraddha. And Shraddha and this concept is applicable when your elders are around you. At that point of time, you need to respect and take care. That is Pitra Yajna. Atiti Yajna, taking care of guests at home. And the Balivesh Devi Yajna, taking care of animals around you. Extremely important, right? So if you think about these 5 yajnas, the Panja Maha Yajna, take a step back and think about it. The entire world follows this. Is it secular in nature? It seems absolutely secular, right? And it is for the benefit of everyone. So that's the concept that Swami Dayananda Saraswati, he said that this is the true form of worship. This is the true everyday 5 duties that we should try and inculcate and perform in our everyday lives, which will give you a true sense of happiness and contentment. Okay. So there is a broad, quick overview of the skit that was presented. Wonderfully done. I once again congratulate all the children. Secondly, today we also have about 6 children, who celebrated their birthdays today over here. So we had sent this circular out to the schools about last week, and I was very glad to see. I did not expect that so many parents would come forward and get their children, right, to come and perform Agnihotra on the occasion of the birthday, either today or during the week. I think it's a very good thing first as a parent that you have done, right? It's very, very important for us to be linked to spirituality. If you're not linked to spirituality, you are leaving your children really handicapped. And today, if you think about it, we all have a void in our lives in terms of our real connect with the Supreme Force, with God the Almighty. Right? Also, it's very important, I would once again urge all parents sitting over here, that both you and your children should at least go to some place of worship at least once a week. What I say? At least some place of worship. Anything. could be this Arya Samaj, could be a temple, could be any place, right? But please take your children to at least one place of worship in a week. It is very sad today, if you think about it, we don't take the effort as parents as well when they are young. We ourselves don't go. Right? Today, look at, for example, look at the other two major religions of the world. Look at Islam, for example. See the kind of commitment the parents have over there with the children. Isn't it? Yes or no? Right? Whereas for us, completely missing. We think it is absolutely fine. Sunday means holiday. Right? So let the child sleep for long. Yes or no? That's what you all want to do on a Sunday? Right? Moment you start sleeping late for one day in the week, if from one day it will become what? 2 days. Any holiday, once again get up late. If you get up late, what happens? You also sleep late. It's a cycle. Right? So I would urge all the parents sitting over here, I'm glad that you brought your children for this birthday and performed the Agnihotra today. At least once a week to some place of worship. Absolutely important. That's the only way. Remember, when you come to a place of worship, it also brings together a community. It brings together people. Right? It's very, very important. So just thought I will leave that broad thought with you today. Thirdly, I'd like to today welcome a very special guest who is with us today. Shri Balasubramaniam ji and ma'am as well has joined us today. They are part of the Bharat Swabhiman Trust, which is the organization set up by Swami Ramdev ji. Swami Ramdev ji, as all of you know, is a great. So we'll first honor them and then I'll speak for a couple of minutes about Swami Ramdev ji and the mission overall, if that's fine. So I'll request our President Shri Lalit Nangia ji to kindly honor Shri Balasubramaniam ji and ma'am as well with a small token of honor and appreciation from our end. Sir, please up. Please.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I am immensely pleased and feel very much honored today among you all. I take it as a very great day, a start of a day for us. Patanjali Yogpith, Swami Ramdev ji Maharaj, is a staunch follower of Swami Dayananda Saraswati. We are also being trained under the guidance of Swami Dayananda Saraswati ji. Whatever are his sayings, whatever he believes, the same thing Swami ji teaches us. But in this, one thing I would like to tell you all parents, that we have some problem. It is not getting solved. Immediately our first guru is our parents. We just ask them, Mama, Papa, how can I do this? If they are not able to answer, then we are coming to our actual gurus in the classes. We are asking them. If they also are not able to do anything, then Swami Dayananda Saraswati ji says that every answer is there in our Vedas. So, Guru and all our Indian culture has been totally modified on the basis of our Vedas. So all Gurus, whatever they say, now Vikasji was telling you what should be your morning duties and how you should be prompt in your job by getting up early in the morning and just doing your job, everything, the whole day goes very well. One thing I would like to tell you, that in yoga, we just tell you that you get 8 benefits. First of all, what is yoga? Yoga is the unification of body, mind and soul. If your body allows you to sit for 1 hour, automatically your mind sets up in some work. So that's why to keep your body listen to you, you have to practice minimum 1 hour every day. 1 hour yoga means early morning. If it is not possible for children, at least start with 15 minutes like Dhyanam was told. So once your body supports you, automatically your mind will be able to be under your control. When both body and mind together, when they act, then you get this Samadhi Nilayam. Samadhi Pada you are getting. In that position, you become totally, if you are reading something, somebody comes and touches you also, you don't have the sense. You are totally immersed into that. That's why this yoga gives you these 3 things. When they are together, then you achieve the ultimate. Now, when you do yoga regularly, very first thing is that you are coming out of your fear. You will not be feared at all. Anybody, anything you attempt, you will not have fear. Second thing is that you will be able to control your hunger. If somebody is hungry, they will say, see, I am not able to study, I am not able to do. So that part you can control. Third thing is, your kobam, that is your anger. Total your anger when you are able to control. Automatically, people doing yoga, controlling anger, what happens? He goes to home, today he asks wife, come on, give me a cup of coffee. Are you not understanding that I am thirsty or something? You have to attend to me. But at the same time, he says, Ma, my throats are just drying. Can you please help me with a cup of coffee? She will come with soji, bhaji, everything. So this is what is the anger part, you are able to control. Then ultimately your concentration improves. When your concentration improves, as Vikash was rightly telling, for the children, concentration is there. Naturally in the class, if they are able to concentrate, and within 48 hours the memory rests with you. Between that, they are able to mug up things there, everything rests in their mind. So, my experience, I just tried to talk to you. Sorry, I'm sure I'm not delaying. But the fact is, 1 hour of yoga every day we are doing, and I'm telling you, the very first thing you will not feel about your age. You are absolutely young. I am 75, but I don't feel like I am 75. Okay? Now I feel as if I am 45, 50 years. I am able to climb all these things, I am able to do. This is nothing of boosting or anything. This is because of yoga. And if you do 1 hour of yoga, 23 hours of yours is under your control. You never become the victim of other 23 hours. So please mind it. And moreover, I would request the management to just call us anytime we come and just give you brief yoga practices, how it has to be done. Though you may be practicing, you may be having all the persons, everything. But what Swami, our Guru is telling,